Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And thank you so much for the super thanks. So much going on, doing some shuffling here. So this little child, redheaded cutie, her name is Rebecca Cord. I know many of you know it by now. Apparently, in that photograph, she is 14 months old, and the granddaughter, allegedly, of Gardner Warson. So, anyways, yeah, talk about deception. And that Harry had the gall to actually pretend there was a party. If you don't know, Trevor Colt did a video stating that there were no children at the airport. He has a relative that lives there, so you should check out Trevor Colt. Also, another channel you might want to check out is Queen Gertie, G-U-R-T-Y. She said that the BBC did a retraction on the Queen meeting Lilibet, so there's no confirmation at all. So, anyways, and apparently also Scooby-Doo also retracted his tweet. So we have two retractions and a name and some images that are very photoshopped and old of Markle holding this Rebecca Cord. And you could tell it's an old photograph too. Hair color is way different. There's a black and white version and a colored. The black and white is not as noticeable, but there is some hand issues with the photoshopping. So anyways, yeah. And so Harry's ostracized. He is the enemy within the family at this point in time. And so I would like to get some cards on this Rebecca Cord's family. When I asked the pendulum if the family was okay with it, I got that there was an exchange. There was an exchange of some kind. Financial, something was exchanged. Some earthbound energy was exchanged, okay? Some kind of pentacle. That could be that could be anything. So cash or other. So there was some sort of, you know, there was a give and take going on here. And so, yeah. And they're so despicable and desperate. It's absolutely, I am really short for words on just how dark Harry has gotten, to be honest. Very dark energy. He's really gotten to the point of being very sociopathic, in my opinion. He's so rageful and so envious. There was a comment by somebody that mentioned how Harry would kick William with his boots when his mother would hug William first. And it was apparently caught on tape when Charles and Diana came back from a trip. And, you know, Harry has always been envious of any attention, and Diana was always at her wit's end, apparently, allegedly, with Harry being so petulant. Very hard to control. So this is something he was born with. He's always been difficult. They just did a fantastic job of making him out to look like the people's prince, and he never was. He never truly has been. And very disturbed person, and he just got into the wrong hands of managing him. And that's what happens when you get around evil. They could bring out the worst in you, and that's really what she's done. She's made those dark character traits of him, his shadow side, really come to the surface. That shadow side is really boiled to the top at this point in time. And it's really sad, but he made his choice. So I don't have empathy for him. I don't feel sorry for him. Let's put it that way. Because he made that choice. He could have chosen better, but he didn't allow himself because of his own darkness in him, could not see the light. He could not see what good he had in front of him. So that's his own problem. So I don't feel bad in that sense. But let's find out about Rebecca Cord and the situation. Just get some general energy about Rebecca Cord. Rebecca Cord. Rebecca Cord. She's a cutie. And she looks like she could possibly be Harry's. But we do know Harry has very close set eyes, and her eye set is not that close together. So let's get some cards. Rebecca Cord, come on through. This Rebecca Cord energy. Rebecca Cord and her real family. Her real family. The energy surrounding the real family of the Warson family. I don't know, some kind of connection. I guess the grandmother is Gardner Warson, and Rebecca Cord is her granddaughter. So let's get this down. Here we go, Rebecca Cord. We have here, waiting for the ships to come in, hoping for some improvement here. They know it was poor judgment here. They've got a lot of clouded doubt, issues with the situation, and they're kind of mad at themselves, to say the least. They're going to deny it. Deny, 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 deny. This is the denial position. They know the media, they thought they could help them out, make an improvement, but they're going to deny. They're going to deny any wrongdoing or any involvement. So there you have it. Going to deny. Very bad decision to get involved in that. Two of Wands in reverse. So with the Two of Wands in reverse, they're going to say they lack key information. We don't know. We don't know. Total denial, but they really did try to help out. This is sticking out. Going to take it. And it is all lies, deceptions, and illusion. So yeah, they're all about this whole denying and improvement. Let's just put out some nice lies there. Who's going to find out? Nobody's going to know. Let's clarify the moon card here. Let's clarify the moon card. There we go. And we have this, and this popped. Went upright. So here we go. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There you go. She had to gather some resources. That was her resource. She went to the resource, the only person who would be willing to do it. And they went on a mission. Slow, steady progress. It didn't happen right away. With the one photograph of Markle, older image, she held on to it for a long time, just for the right moment in time to release it, because that's the way she works. So it was slow, steady, dropping seeds. This is sort of like I've said before with this card. It's almost like drip feeding people. Let's drip feed them. Let's drop some seeds and let's make it slow progress. We're on a mission, and they did it without realizing the consequences. This is the card that they do things that could be very self-sabotaging. With this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords doesn't think before he acts. They go into action so quickly that they're not aware of their own obstacles that they're creating for themselves. And so that's basically what she's done here. And that is highlighting the lies and deceptions and illusions and living in fear of the Moon card. Yeah, they did it out of fear, a fear-based decision, because they're up against a block wall. You know, she felt she had to do it. She is literally sweating bullets now. She is sweating bullets and how she's going to get out of this situation and to top other people. So very unconscious of her behavior. It's going to be deny, deflect, and then devalue other people and call them racist. So that's the way she functions. Let's get this Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. How's she feeling about that now? How's Markle feeling that the name's out? People are just discussing this unbridled action without thinking of the consequences. How's she feeling today? How does she feel today that the name is released and that the BBC took it out and relented and said, nope, they did that retraction, as well as Scooby. So we have here it's sideways. Yeah, she's hoping she could rise up. Didn't quite work out. She's starting to come to awareness. She was hoping to level up. Look like that she is part of doing the family, doing the family thing, and that we have this loving bond connection with this child. And she's part of the family because the Hierophant is a family card going along with traditional values. She's getting awareness that she screwed up, that she did it so that she could be that fiery queen who is got it all, who is resourceful. The Queen of Wands has courage. It took a lot of courage. She felt she needed to be assertive, and it gave her a sense of joy to do it. It's courage in adversity. So she felt that there was this competition going on. So I guess I need to do this now. So that's why she did it. When push comes to shove, she did it. It's also referred to as the Earth Mom card. She wants to be seen as the Earth Mom. The home, the home and hearth, a woman of the family, you know, and we are just full of love here. And see how traditional we are. She's really in competition with William and Kate and all of that. And so she wanted to do it quickly because Catherine had so many adorable images and videos of the children having such a good time. And that really burned her. That was a huge wounding. Out of this wounding, she reacted very quickly. So, and it's interesting that I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think someone else released the photo. That gives her an out also. Hey, I didn't do it, you know. You just came to your own conclusions. So I'm not 100% certain on that. You can clarify that for me if you know otherwise. But that's what some people are saying. So it's interesting that this woman did the tweet. I know this other woman did the tweet of the picture with the two little biracial girls, the woman in the kind of a reddish blonde hair with Markle looking like 10 years ago, holding this Rebecca cord. So more than likely, I'm assuming that Rebecca Cord is not of 14 months old at this point in time. More than likely, she is older because that is an old image of Markle. So let's get some Queen of Pentacles clarification, find out how she's feeling. Does she feel so resourceful here? Gathering resources. Does she feel so resourceful at this point in time today? Okay, I have here, no, 8 of Cups. She wants to walk away. She can't face her problems. She can't face what she did. She wants to walk away. And we have here 8 of Wands in reverse. Negative news media, negative attention. It's bad for business. It's bad for her image. It's lack of excitement, lack of enthusiasm. Not good. It's love bombing in reverse. You know, she's getting a lot of hate. What else can I say about the 8 of Wands in reverse? It's obstacles. Everything's slowing down and she has absolutely no control over this movement. She took this rapid action. It took a lot of willpower and swift movement, but this swift movement's now creating an execution of herself. She thought it would bring her quick success with that 8 of Wands upright, but it turned out to be an 8 of Wands in reverse for her. And with that 8 of Cups upright, she would like to walk away. She would like to leave it behind. She's going to pretend it's not happening. She would like to abandon it. And she's completely lost herself in this whole mission. This whole mission of trying to keep up with Catherine, she's lost herself. She feels complete, total disappointment. And she wants to abandon it. She would like to, she wants to return. It's also a returning home card. So she'd kind of probably like to, I don't know if that returning home is going to the other side, but that is also a position of returning home. Probably returning home to her old life, I would say. How did I get myself in such a mess? She's always getting herself in a pickle. Yes, definitely. Let's get this Judgment in reverse with the parents, family allowing this situation, feeling self-doubt and inner critic and knowing they're being judged harshly for doing so because now the name's been released. How are they feeling about this poor judgment call? This very lousy, poor judgment call. Unspeakable judgment call. Jesus. So dark. Okay, I've got quite a few here. Yikes. Okay. First one I have here. Yeah, it was out of friendship. Friendship, celebration, collaboration, you know, relationship, communication, you know, we're all in this together, community, camaraderie. It's a camaraderie card. So they were like a camaraderie with her. And they are aware with the King of Wands upright of the big picture. They know the big picture. The King of Wands knows the big picture. So this individual, this Gardner Warson, allegedly, the granddaughter is Rebecca Cord, understands the big picture. They understand what's going on with Meghan and Harry and probably their lack and inability to procreate any offspring. So they're very aware. And they did an enmeshment, but now they're wishing they hadn't. They want to break up divorce position. They got enmeshed. They got enmeshed in their dark, devious behavior. They got caught up in their web by knowing the big picture. tried to stay calm and cool right now. They're trying to keep themselves together because it's probably quite horrific. They're going to deny it, though. They're going to try and act like they're play stupid. And then we have, because the devil energy is not coming out here. So they're going to try and be calm about it. It is a tower crashing moment in the worst degree. So they're not going to ever rebuild a relationship, probably with Markle. So this is probably just too embarrassing for them. So I don't think they think that they can ever rebuild themselves, and they're not going to rebuild with Meghan and Harry. And they also see them going down so bad they can never rebuild with the family. They're a done deal. They're over. And this may be the kill shot for them. This could be the kill shot right here. Absolute kill shot for Meghan and Harry. And then I have here, they're going to try and remain strong and temperate, knowing the big picture. And what else do I have here? Yeah, it's poverty, illness, and loss. It's like, oh, geez, we got busted here. Realizing it was a sick decision. This is a kind of a mental illness card. Realizing it was a sick situation to be in. Thinking, okay, figuring they could not have children, so it was an emotional loss. It's kind of it is a mental illness card. And this death, having an inability to accept the changes of life. Feeling destroyed and stuck. So they're feeling really stuck in the situation. They know they cannot get themselves out of it. There's no rebirth coming from this situation. So they're going to end the relationship with Markle. They are going to end it with Harry. The relationship is done as far as I'm concerned. And they would like to get out of this, but they're in a very trapped position here. So yes, I wouldn't want to be them. Can you imagine that? Where do they see Meghan and Harry going from here? With the Three of Wands upright, where do they see Meghan and Harry going from here? Where do they see Meghan and Harry going from here? What do they see happening? They see no smug pleasures, no fulfillment, Nine of Cups in reverse. They realize that the Queen is a liar, that she is cruel, cold, and calculating. That is the Ice Queen in reverse. She does not speak the truth. She's a liar. She never speaks the truth. And she does it with the Knight of Wands upright. So with the Knight of Wands upright, this is being very fearless in her action. She's always trying to find a new direction, always a new direction, always in pursuit of a vision. She's very brash, very impulsive. She's super, super impulsive, and she's an impulsive liar who can never fill any of her cups. She will never have smug pleasures. It's never enough, and she's always lying. So they see this as a constant problem. They have this impulsive way about them, but they don't want to be part of this impulsive decision-making anymore. I think they're done with the impulsiveness. They don't want to be around this impulsive couple anymore. I think they're done. Yeah, they're going to walk away. We got the walk away card. And then we've got here the King of Cups in reverse. They see it as emotional manipulation. Also, what I have underneath the center of the deck, I had the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is getting busted. This is the Liar Thief card, Veiling card. That veil's been lifted. Everybody knows. It's not a secret. The veil's lifted. In the upright, the Seven of Swords is you're getting away from your lies. You're getting away with it. In this position, you're not. That veil's lifted. I'm going to find out what's in the center of this side. And we have here King of Pentacles upright. And I feel with this, the lies being lifted is the King of Pentacles, the man who has it all, is a liar. That would have been Harry. He had it all, but he's now been busted as a major liar, and he is now ostracized from the family, and he is the enemy within. He's become the enemy within the family, and so pretty pathetic, really. Jeez. Yep, so that is Rebecca Cord and her people, and Harry and Meghan's energy. Yeah. Let's see, anything else I can think of today? What is BB? Will Queen put out any kind of statement? Will they put out any kind of statement? Will they put out any kind of statement? We've got some other cards I flipped over here. Yeah, we got the Stinking Thinking and trying to recover. And they've got to work. They've got to work. That was in reverse, and I flipped it. So what's going to happen with the Queen? What's going to happen with the Queen? What's going to happen with the Queen? Will she put out any statement? Will the Palace, will anybody Anybody put out a statement? Will anyone put out a statement? Will anyone put out a statement? And yes, this is my favorite deck. Absolutely love this deck. The imagery is just fantastic. It doesn't get much better. I think one of the best decks in terms of imagery I've come across, and I've done a lot of decks. I think this is like the best one out there. Okay, here we go. Well, we have here Two of Swords. They got to make a decision. They're at crossroads. They got to do something in order to move forward. They must decide. It's a decision to be made. So not yet. Not yet. It's a decision to be made. And they're blocking their heart because they're brokenhearted. And the wisdom is pecking at their head, trying to pull off that blindfold, saying, come on, you can do it. You got to make a decision. Take off the blindfold and see clearly and make a true statement about the duality here, about the relationship, because it's Two Swords, and speak the truth. Because that's Two of Swords would be upright. Speak the truth about the disaster duo, Meghan and Harry. And we have here the Five of Swords. So that's a lot of conflicts. You know, Five of Swords, this person's all stuck up in their head. It's also swallowing your pride. This is someone who's took advantage of you, took away your ability to fight back. And it created resentment. And so they could not fight back against them. It was a done deal without their approval. And so now there's this situation. They've got to take off the blindfold. They've got to listen to the wisdom, and they've got to put out a public statement. So it's looking like this is a situation where they're in kind of wait mode. This is something that's probably going to take days or weeks with them. Let's calculate that. That comes to 7. 7 comes to Two of Clubs, handcuffs. Yeah, they're tied to the situation, I would say. They're totally tied to the situation. And the 7 it's a Two of Clubs. So Two of Wands, you can say it that way. It's planning and discovery. So they are planning and they are looking and just trying to figure out, just like us, they're very confused. What's going on? So it's in the planning phase, and it will go into some kind of progress where they will do something eventually. Probably will take off that blindfold, hopefully. Aim those Two Swords up and talk about them and say some truth. So right now it is in planning phase. So that's a planning phase with the Two of Wands. And hopefully they don't lose their sense of direction, and that Two of Wands goes in reverse where they're just stuck, unable to move forward. So it could flip, but right now it's in planning phase. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.